So the situation with Wes Watson just got worse, and also a bit weird as well, considering the details. Thanks to Johnny Bravo Films on YouTube. John, thank you, man. You've done your homework, you've done the research, man. We thank you for this. And yeah, I mean, considering that John or Johnny, whichever he prefers to be called by, he's got some historical past with Wes Watson, where Wes Watson has called him out, told him to, like, come through for a scrap. But as you know, Wes Watson doesn't really play fair. He's got his goons, and that's what happened.
We know how Wes challenges all of us on Instagram. He did it to me, the piece of shit, but I knew not to go in because his goons, security, and his bullshit weapons pulling out the shit out of the purse.
Johnny Bravo, the man, the legend, found the police report.
The first thing I want you guys to see, I have to obviously black out the person's name, the police report number. See where it says disposition pending? That means the case is open. All right.
As you're still watching and you want to support this channel, support the content, please leave a sub. If you haven't subbed yet, leave a like. Man, it's going to help me a ton. Thank you. So from the police report, Wes Watson was asked, do you want to press charges? He said no. Because, okay. And the victim was asked, do you want to press charges? He said yeah. So why did Wes Watson say no, even though he was the one claiming to have been approached and all he was doing was in self-defense?
I was dispatched to the incident location in non-emergency mode reference to a violent fight. And by the way, they have shitty grammar, so if I'm saying shit, don't use it against me either. On scene, units spoke to the suspect who stated he is a member of the gym and was working out. The suspect stated the victim walked up to him stating he wanted to fight. The suspect stated they began to fight verbally and then escalated to physical. The victim stated he doesn't know who the victim is and he never seen him before. When asked if he wanted to press charges, he said no. This is Wes Watson. They asked him if he wants to press charges. Wes Watson says no, and he never seen him before.
The weird part about this, which I said is a bit weird, is that this did not just start at the gym. It's not just something that happened out of the blue. So apparently there was a conversation between the victim and Wes Watson on Instagram. And Wes Watson was pretty much yeah, pull up. Pull up, it's going to be 1v1. But it wasn't really, because we know Wes Watson, Scummy Watson, he doesn't play fair, does he?
The purse. When units looked at the victim's phone, it shows the victim messaging the suspect to fight him. The victim then stated he went to the gym to confront the suspect. So now we have the motive. So he wanted to go to the gym and fight Wes because Wes has been challenging all of us to come there. So he went to fight him. But I don't think he knew it wasn't a one-on-one battle with Mr. Pegged Watson. It was his 4 buddies ganging up, because we know they gang bang, right? 4 buddies and weapons being used. He didn't know that, all right? So now we know why he went there. He went to fight him one-on-one. He's challenging everybody. Many people wanted to go.
The victim, pretty much the gym goer, pretty much hit more than 50 times. And also, to top that up, Wes Watson finished with a kick.
So looking at this first one, okay, and this is where the footage got cut off. You see Wes Watson here with the belt. Remember I told you he took out that belt? Well, now you see it. You see the guy's hands are back? It's because he didn't think Wes was going to strike him with that shit. Once he saw that, he's like, let me get the hell out of here, right? But the next one, you could see it again. You can see him putting his hands back because him and Wes are going back and forth, and I have the full audio that I'm going to play for you guys. You can make out most of what Wes is saying. So you could see here, you could see the weight belt in his hand. After he hit him 2 times with that weight belt, right, in the face, smacked him in the face with that weight belt, it blew him up. The guy went down because this guy with the gray shirt, he helped push him down with this little dumbbell in his hand. You see him with that little dumbbell while Wes is on top? So he's got his knee on him, his friend. He's got his knee on him, and then he takes that dumbbell. He hits him with the dumbbell while Wes is teeing off at him, right? And this is the point where I'm telling you, okay? You see his buddies around them here on this next one now. You see Wes on top of him. Somebody, remember that guy with the gloves, with the blue gloves? He came to try to stop and pull Wes off, but it didn't work. And all these guys were around him, right? They're holding him down to prevent him from getting up. This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches, all right? Actually, no, 44 punches. And then after, when he gets up again, this next part, he got him with 10 more. And then there's guys coming in, right? Look with the kick. Look at this asshole in the back. So proud pussy. Look at this guy in the back. He's letting these guys do the dirty work. He comes in, he wants to get a little kick, this asshole. So he kicks him, this little asshole. You see that, right? And then, this is where it gets real bad. So after that, that was 44 punches. Now this is 10 punches. Wes kicked him with a soccer kick prior, right? Now he comes with the real soccer kick, reminded me of Wanderlei Silva in the Pride Fighting Championships, if you guys remember. He came in after the guy's already done. He thought it was over. He comes and he kicks him right in the head.
Like, bro, this guy, like, on top of like having his goons helping him beat up the guy, he doubles down and ends it with a kick. Like, this does not end well for him. Again, as I said in my previous video, he claims to be a self-professed alpha male who should have his emotions and be the bigger man in the room, read the situation and de-escalate. But he did none of that. So this is probably going to end up in court. And yeah, we don't know how much farther this is going to go, but it doesn't look good for Wes at this moment.
The victim then stated he went to the gym to confront the suspect, Wes Watson. The victim stated they got in a verbal fight, which escalated to physical. The victim was stating that he was hit by a belt and then jumped by multiple people and hit by weights. When asked if he wanted to press charges, the victim stated yes, he was jumped by multiple people and it wasn't versus one. After reviewing CCTV footage of the incident, so the cops watched the CCTV footage, okay? They didn't have this footage, though, the one that I have. They didn't have it. And now we know why he even recorded, because he was going there to challenge Wes. Maybe he doesn't like bullies. Maybe he wanted to teach him a lesson, but obviously he couldn't with all that bullshit they were doing. It shows the victim in the gym walk towards the subject who was sitting. The victim places his phone down next to a weight machine as if he was attempting to record the encounter. The victim then walked towards the suspect and group near him. The victim then slightly pushed the suspect and bystander. The victim stands up and they appear to be in a verbal argument. The suspect, with a belt in his hand, makes a gesture as if he was going to hit the victim with the belt. The victim backed up slightly and continues to argue. The suspect then swings the belt towards the victim's head, appearing to hit him. The suspect and victim continue to argue verbal. The suspect then turns around and starts to walk away from the victim with his back towards the victim. The victim then rushes towards the suspect and attempts to strike the suspect in the head with his fist, but appears to miss. All right, so that portion of the footage I'm going to show you guys. So after Wes hit him with that belt 2 times, right? That asshole with the dumbbell, his butt buddy, was behind him. And I can't tell if he hit him with it or not, but it lunged him forward and then he went back to get Wes, but he didn't even make it like a foot or two and Wes took him down. The suspect instantly reacts and gets the victim on the ground and begins to strike the victim in the head and face numerous times with his hands. Yeah, I counted 45 fucking times. After the victim being hit numerous times, all you can see is the victim on his knees, protecting his face and not fighting back. His eyes were being gouged, his ponytails were being pulled. Dirty shit. He's being held down by his butt buddies. They're all taking a little lick in, a kick here, a kick there. The suspect then stopped hitting the victim, and the victim stopped protecting his face. That's that part with the kick, and attempted to stand up. The suspect then walked over and kicked the victim in the face with force. That's that soccer kick. But prior to that soccer kick, there was 4 soccer kicks, 3 or 4 hard ones to his face while he was already done. And they didn't say it in here. I'm going to show it to you guys in the footage. The victim stated at the hospital that he wants to press charges. The victim stated he did not lose consciousness and was awake the entire time. The victim stated he was in fear during the incident when he was first put on the ground and stated he was telling the suspect to stop. Victim had the left side of his face very swollen lips, and was bleeding from the nose and mouth. The victim was then transported to Jackson Memorial Rescue assaults was notified, case number was issued. So from that, I think you people can see that this is very real. Charges are being pressed. The case is open.
Yeah, so go support John Bravo Films YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, this guy's done the work. He's done the research. He's done the digging in. He's got the police report. He's got the footage. The footage that we can't really share on YouTube because it's quite sensitive. But yeah, go support him. And also for myself, I always forget this. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. It's going to help me a ton. And yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Till next time, peace.